Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disney California Adventure for the start of the Festival of Holidays. We're going to show you every single item at every single food booth, and we're going to try a few items and give a review for you at the end of the video. So let's get going. Oh, before we get into today's video, it looks like they've opened the lawn area in downtown Disney, the new area where they're going to have live music. They have actually taken out the stage here in front of the ESPN building, and they've opened this up since the last time I've been here. It's only been about a week, so making some progress over here where the Parkside Markets is going to go over here. And then I can't remember the exact name of the Chinese restaurant, but like Din Ta Fang or something like that. And here's a look at the line to get into Disneyland on the first day of Christmas at 8:17 in the morning. Thankfully, we're coming over here to Disney California Adventure for Festival of Holidays, and there's like no line. So we're gonna walk right in. And here we are at Disney California Adventure's hub. We're gonna head down the main drag here and show you all the festival booths. Now the food booths do not actually open until 10:30 a.m. But during this time beforehand, we're just gonna go show you every single booth, every single food item at all of those booths so that you know where you want to go. We'll show you the locations of the booths and everything like that so that you give you a good layout of the land before you come. Over off to our left, opposite the Grizzly Peak waterfall, there's these brown doors. There are some festival booths back there. We're actually going to take a brief detour here and grab one of these Festival of the Holidays booklets. They're also going to give you everything that is available at Festival of the Holidays. And there should be a map, that highlights every single booth location. So this will help you out as well. And the first accessible booth that we can come across right now is Making Spirits Bright. And here we have the Impossible Chicken Curry Bites, Pumpkin Layered Cheesecake, a Tiramisu Yolog Cocktail, as well as a Chocolate Mint Stout Shake. So I don't drink alcoholic beverages. Both of those, if they weren't alcoholic, I would be interested in them. But both of these items sound phenomenal to me. I love pumpkin, I love cheesecake, and curry chicken bites. That sounds good. The large majority of your festival booths are going to be located either onto the right-hand side of the road or the left-hand side of this main path down through Disney California Adventure. There are a few offshoots, and we will show you where those are located. Next up is a twist on tradition. I'm gonna say right off the bat that I may mispronounce things. We have a Savory Kugel mac and cheese. That's new this year, I think. But I'd be interested to give it a try. Their mac and cheese is usually pretty good. We have a Glacier Margarita and a Guavan Melon Lassie. Just beyond a twist on tradition, we have some merchandise carts. So let's go check out and see what they have here. Got a Festival of the Holidays like fleecy hoodie or sweatshirt, not a hoodie. We've got a blanket in the same style and a tumbler as well as a mug up here and an actual hoodie, Festival of the Holidays. Look at that ornament there on the front, specifically designed for Magic Key holders, hence the Magic Key logo. And then we just have some generic Christmas merch over here, another sweatshirt, a Loungefly backpack, and a Spirit jersey. Next we have Merry Mashups. And this is located just outside San Francisco Square. Oh, here we go. Southern mac and cheese with andouille sausage and spiced panko crunch. We have a maple hazelnut hot buttered rum. There's a lot of alcoholic beverages this year. Usually they just like keep them in one booth, and we have Santa's Milk and Cookies Hot Cocoa. I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed at that because it used to be that like one booth had the alcoholic beverages, maybe two, and the rest of them had a whole plethora of like 3 different food items that you could get. But now they're putting like alcohol in every booth, and they're only giving you like 1, maybe 2 food items. So there's less options to go around as they accommodate more alcoholic beverages, which again, I don't do. Right outside of Ariel's Undersea Adventure and below King Triton himself, we have Brews and Bites. And this is the primary location where you're gonna find your alcoholic beverages. They do have an Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundido here though, which is amazing. They've had that before in the past. It is phenomenal. We have a churro ale with frozen beer slush, and then all of these alcoholic beverages right here. Now in years past, they've had another festival booth down this way, but I'm not seeing it. Well, I took a look here at the map, and yeah, that's it. There's only the 4 booths on the main drag, 4, 5, 6, and 8. We have 3, which was behind those brown doors at the beginning. We're gonna go to 7 next, but there's nothing further down this way. I mean, they've got some, markers over here because down at the very end, they usually have some live entertainment. But you know what? We'll come down here anyway because usually Paradise Garden Grill has some special festival food items. And here we are at the very back, the Paradise Garden Grill. Let's take a look at the menu. What is worthy of note is that the items back here are Sip and Savor Pass eligible. We'll talk about the Sip and Savor Pass in just a little bit, but you can order regular sized portions for the $12.99 or the $14.99 of like these items, but then you get a smaller portion if you use your Sip and Savor Pass. Additionally, they have a chocolate cake flan that's also available for Sip and Savor. As we check out these food booths with you, I do want to let you know that this is my first time seeing what they have available. I know Disney posts it, but I don't like to look at it ahead of time. I like to be surprised and, experience this as a guest might. That's my usual take on videos here. I hardly ever pre-plan anything because I want you to see my actual honest reaction, not one that I put on or anything, but what am I thinking in the moment? Back here next to Grizzly River Run, we have Winter Slider Land. Beef brisket slider. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get that later. As well as a Togarashi Kurage chicken slider. That sounds pretty good too. Ooh, Hawaiian roll. You have me sold at Hawaiian. Plus a spiced pear mule. Now, besides that booth that was behind closed doors, which we will get to a little bit later, our final 2 food booths are actually located back here in Sunset Boulevard's Hollywoodland. Just follow the signage that says Hollywood Studios. Right next to Monsters, Inc., we have Grandma's Recipes. And this booth has a barbacoa tamal de res with Oaxaca cheese, tomatilla, salsa, and crema. And then we've got a berry pomegranate paloma. So, nothing I'm probably gonna get from this booth. They also have these winter wineries. Directly opposite that booth is Holiday Duets. And yet another mac and cheese with the Esquite Carnitas mac and cheese. That actually sounds okay, but I probably won't get it here today. And then the chocolate tart made with Twix cookie bar pieces. That's one of the few sweet treats we've seen, so we are definitely gonna have to try that. And then we also have a Cuban paranda cocktail. And provided that other booth is too crowded when we get over there to get the footage for it, we have favorite things with a braised pork belly adobo and a mad Santa Macaron, as well as beverages cherry mango punch for non-alcoholic. Oh, they're both non-alcoholic, and a churro toffee cold brew latte. Here's a couple of pictures of those items. There's the mad Santa Macaron there, and our braised pork belly adobo. I am so sad there's no stuffing mac and cheese. Now, they already have 3 mac and cheese items on the menu, so that's probably why they didn't want a 4th, but usually favorite things is where you can get the, Thanksgiving mac and cheese, and I loved it. It was always my favorite item on Festival of Holidays. So I said we would talk about the Sip and Savor Pass. This is what it looks like. In fact, we were able to get the Sip and Savor Pass from this merchandise booth right here. So here it is, the pass. It's got 8 tabs on it. That's good for 8 food items. Alcoholic beverages are not included. This cost me $56 as a Magic Key holder, which comes out to $7 an item. For non-Magic Key holders, it is $61 for the Sip and Savor Pass, which comes out to $7.67 per item. So if you're ordering a $7.50 item, it's actually cheaper to buy it a la carte than it is to purchase this. But the handy thing with this is you just pay once up front, and if you do want to buy one of the $8.50 items, this will save you some money. Just a little bit of pennies, not very much. If every single item that I order is $8.50 as a Magic Key holder, I will save a grand total of $12 by buying the Sip and Savor Pass, which definitely is a free item. However, if I were to spend, on some cheaper items, I may not get my value back. So this is one of those things where you do kind of have to pay attention to the price of items and see whether or not it's worth it for you. So I've just had to sit down here so that I can figure out what I want to order, and I highly recommend that you rewind the booth portion of this video as often as you need to and write down exactly what you want to order. Why? Well, check this out. Now, this has always been the case, but it's the first time I've noticed it in this brochure. It tells you can order ahead. So this is what I do. I place an order for all of the items that I want to get in a single day. all at one booth. And even if they're from 5 different booths, you can go to those 5 different booths with your receipt and pick up just the item that you need. But I highly recommend you figure out what you want ahead of time. That way you don't waste time waiting in the payment line. You just order ahead. So that's what I've done. I've selected 5 items here today that we are going to get and eat. I may not eat all of them. I've brought plastic bags to take them home to my family, but we're absolutely going to try these 5 items. Well, we found the main festival merchandise purchase location just outside of Little Mermaid, and I didn't see this earlier, so they must have had the tarps down, and it wasn't open when we first walked by at 8:39 in the morning. But now it's open and we can see what all they have here. So we've got some Hanukkah merchandise in that corner, some generic Christmas merchandise straight ahead, and then the festival merch over on the right-hand side of the booth here. But honestly, I don't see anything we didn't show you at that small kiosk. And here we go, the first item. This is the beef brisket slider from Winter Sliderland. It is a $9 item, and here is a look at what I got in total. So it was $39 for 5 items, or an average of just shy of $8 an item. Since my Sip and Savor pass is $7 an item, I definitely saved some money here. But the cheapest item that I purchased was actually the pumpkin cheesecake. It was only $6.50, and the most expensive being the brisket. So what they do is they put all the items on a single receipt, and they cross out the item that you picked up already, and you take this receipt to the next booth and they'll cross it out until all the items are crossed out. That's how you order ahead of time. And now we're going to try the beef brisket slider. They do have festival tables that are available, or you can just grab a trash can, which is kind of like the Disney festival table. And so that's exactly how we're going to do this. Just you take advantage of a trash can here. All right, first bite, brisket slider. Wow. Wow. Was that delicious or what? The meat is super tender, nice and warm because it just opened. They literally, most of the festival items they make just in front of you. And the sauce adds a nice juiciness to the burger, and the slider. The barbecue sauce doesn't have an overpowering flavor of barbecue like some barbecues can. I would put it in the midst of like sweet and tangy. It's actually really, really good. Like I said, not like an overpowering barbecue flavor. Wow, this is a great first item. Next up, we're coming to a twist on tradition, and because I pre-ordered, I don't have to wait over here in the order line. I can just come straight over here to the pickup line and get my food straight away. And from that booth, we got the mac and cheese, the Kugel mac and cheese. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that, but on it we have some breadcrumbs, some sour cream, and chives. It is a savory mac and cheese. I got this because, well, I've never had it before here. I actually wanted the southern mac and cheese, but I thought I'd try this for you guys to see what it's like. I'm not sure what I'm going to think about this because sour cream isn't one of my favorite things, but let's give it a try anyway. It actually is not bad. Nice, creamy, warm. I'm gonna mix all the breadcrumbs and all the chives in, mix that sour cream in so it's not just sitting on top, and maybe I won't notice the sour cream quite as much. This is pretty tasty. I'd almost like to get the southern mac and cheese to compare it, but I want to try to get a variety of items. Remember, there are 3 mac and cheeses on their menus, so I'm not going to try all of them, but this one's a decent one. I don't know what Kugel is, but the breadcrumbs on top kind of remind me a bit of the Thanksgiving, the stuffing mac and cheese that I told you about earlier that I absolutely love. So this is a nice, close substitute for that since I can't have that. I still wish that I could have the stuffing mac and cheese over this, but no, this is a good, solid item. Just a heads up that I did hop in line at about 10:05 back at the Grizzly River Run booth. There was nobody there at the time. Rather, I joined the line when somebody else did, but I was camped out there just waiting for the line to start to form. 10:05, booths open at 10:30. They actually opened the booth for ordering at 10:20. So that people do start to queue up though, keep that in mind. From Making Spirits Bright, we have the Impossible Chicken Curry Bites. Now, I really wanted to get this item for you guys because it's Impossible Chicken. I've had Impossible Burgers before, but Impossible Chicken is a new one for me. So this is a vegan-friendly, plant-based item. It's not actually chicken. It is a plant-based item, and they look like kind of like chicken nuggets, basically. And then next to that, we have the pumpkin layered cheesecake, which I love pumpkin and cheesecake, so I'm super excited to try this. I think it's a new item this year. I've never seen it before. And so both of these, I also love curry, so I'm excited for the chicken curry bites. Both of these look fantastic, and let's dig in. We're gonna start off with the chicken curry bites, of course. I don't know what to think. One thing I can tell you is it definitely does not taste like chicken. Impossible burgers, a lot of times they do taste like burgers. I've had quite a few vegan items here in the park. In fact, I have a vegan video that we put out where we ate nothing but vegan food all day long, just to show you what different vegan options are available in the park. I'll link that down in the description. But these nuggets are dry, so that definitely doesn't help it. They're definitely way too dry. The spices, the curry spices, perhaps just a little too much. I love curry, I love Indian spices, but this is, it's almost like the whole thing is powdered in this, so where you can feel the texture of the spice. And when you can feel the texture of the spice and it's so strong that it overpowers everything, just not a big fan of these chicken bites. I really wanted to love them, but I think they're gonna be a pass for me. I would not recommend that you get this item. I'm looking at the menu here and the booklet. The only other place you're gonna find some vegan foods is at the Paradise Garden Grill. The Impossible Albondigas soup and the street style watermelon are the only items in the entire festival, with the exception of these chicken bites, that are marked with the plant-based icon. And you can see that here with the little leaf. That is the plant-based icon. Next up is the pumpkin layered cheesecake. Now I'm really looking forward to this. I hope it doesn't let me down. That's pretty good. Does it beat just regular pumpkin pie? You know what? I don't think it does. It's still really good. I don't think I can describe this one to you other than to say that it's not a pumpkin flavored cheesecake. It's like there's a regular cheesecake down under there, like a layer of cheesecake, and then there's a layer of pumpkin pie on top of it, and then you mix it when you eat it. It's not that it's, you know, a flavored cheesecake. So that's messing me up a little bit here. Here you can see what I mean. You see that very definitive layer of cheesecake on the bottom and that very definitive layer of pumpkin on top. Well, I mean, I guess it is called a layered pumpkin cheesecake. So now the name makes sense to me. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have a pumpkin flavored cheesecake. 10:51 and the lines to order are not too bad. Just one person in line there. I felt like first day of Food and Wine Festival last year was massively packed. The line to order was crazy. Even the pickup lines were crazy. So Festival of Holidays, not quite as popular as Food and Wine Festival. But, you know, best practices, just order everything ahead of time anyway. Saves you from having to go through the register every time. And our final stop for this video is going to be Favorite Things. And that final item that we are getting today is the Mad Santa Macaron. And this thing is pretty big. Not gonna lie, I kind of missed the Snickers Mickey-shaped macaron from last year. Maybe that was Food and Wine. I don't know, all these festivals blend together. But this one not very fancy looking. I mean, yeah, it is fancy, I guess, but... So it looks like we've got a chocolate layer with peanut butter on the inside, so that instantly makes this so much better in my mind. I don't know if that was in the description and I just missed it, but I'm now really looking forward to this. Okay, a couple of things. It's good, but wow, is it rich. Definitely a good item to take home, because I can't eat any more of this anyway. I had 2 bites, and that was all I could possibly stomach right now. Number 2, don't eat this as a dessert after you're already full. Get this item as like a snack throughout the day, because yeah, it's so rich, like so rich, it's making me feel almost unwell because of everything else that I've eaten. Now, I didn't eat all the slider, mind you. I'm taking that home too. I just had a bite of the slider, taking it home. So I'm pretty full here, and this is way too sweet. Oh man, is this macaroon way too sweet. It is good though. It just, yeah, get it as a snack, not a dessert to your meal. Well, that's it for our time here at Festival of Holidays. Best item, beef brisket slider, hands down. Least favorite item, probably those impossible chicken curry bites. And I have 3 items left on my Sip and Savor pass. What am I gonna get with them? I am gonna get probably the Southern mac and cheese, the chicken slider from Winter Sliderland, and the queso fundido. Always an awesome item to get. Those 3 would probably be my next 3 picks on my next visit. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Click this video to keep watching loads of holiday content coming your way. See you again next time.